Today, let's talk about breakfast. So, for many people, one of the big problems they have is they don't even have breakfast or they're just having a coffee. It is absolutely imperative that you have yourself a breakfast. Ideally, you are having it within 30 minutes of waking up. Hungry or not, if you are waking up and you are not hungry for several hours, that is a bad sign that your metabolism is not working for you. Ideally, you are hungry just mildly every 3 hours. So ideally, you're also eating something every 3 hours. So maybe you're having 3 meals and then two, three small snacks throughout the day. So for breakfast, what would be an ideal breakfast to have? Ideally, if you could have 2 or 3 egg whites and then add in a whole egg to give it a little bit of flavor. Granted, you can add in peppers, you can add in onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, whatever you want. Good way to cook that is just use the extra virgin olive oil or use coconut oil. Coconut oil is also good as an extra energy source for you. Another idea before you even have breakfast is to wake up and have a huge glass of water. Majority of people these days are massively dehydrated, which leads to headaches, low energy, and it's just one of it's the number one thing to do for your health is take an ample amount of water daily. The ideal goal there is whatever you weigh. If it's 200 pounds, your goal is to have half of that, 100 ounces, or just go up to 1 gallon of water per day. Now, along with your eggs, for example, as a breakfast, another thing that you want is a carbohydrate source. And ideally, you're having a complex carbohydrate. That means something that's going to last in your system for a long time. It's slow releasing to give you energy, good energy. Carbs are needed. It is not, you do not want to have no carbs in your diet. That makes no sense. Your body is designed to have protein, carbs, and fats. So good examples of carbohydrates for breakfast: steel cut oats, oatmeal, or even quinoa. Any of these things are easy to make. I'd say if you do steel cut oats or the quinoa, to do that ahead of time. Just cook a bunch of it, 1-2 cups with water, and then store it in your fridge for easy use. The oatmeal is pretty fast to make. You can boil water, add it in. That comes out easy. Serving size wise for those things, anywhere between 1/3 of a cup to 1/2 of a cup. For the guys, they're going to do a little bit more. They're going to do 5 or 6 eggs and then somewhere around 3/4 of a cup to a cup, just because the guys, a larger mass in general. Other things that you want to keep on your mind is, I know a lot of people drink coffee. If you do have coffee, that's fine. You can stick with it, but just be careful what you add to your coffee. So none of that creamer stuff, because basically any of those creamers, well, you're just dumping in chemicals. The less chemicals in your body, the better for you. So other things that you can try are almond milk, and then even like liquid stevia. And then if you want to flavor either your oatmeal, your steel cut oats, or your quinoa, what you can do is you can add in cinnamon, which is fantastic for you to give it flavor, but it also stabilizes your blood sugar, which is extremely good for you. And then stevia once again. So for those that don't know what stevia is, it's just a plant, it's just an herb. You do not want to add in Splenda, sucralose. Just avoid that, limit that as much as possible. Do not try to add it to anything daily for you. So once you got in breakfast and you guys start thinking 3 hours later what to have as a snack, and a quick idea for that kind of stuff, that's where you can get like a fruit or like a handful of raw almonds. Hope these tips helped you today, guys. We'll talk again soon.